Hello students, how are you? Are you feeling well? How are you passing your days in lockdown? I'm sure that you are following the rules of lockdown. Okay, today I'm going to teach you the poem I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, written by Maya Angelou. Do you know who was Maya Angelou? No one knows. You must know about Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou is a poetess and a civil rights activist from America whose activism and writings made her very popular throughout the world. She has written a series of autobiographies, seven in number total, okay, which narrates the tales of her hardship that she encountered in her life. Apart from the autobiographies, her essays, her collection of poems, her plays, and other scripts for TV shows and movies brought her international acclaim. The volume of poem I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, published in 1969, brought her to limelight in the literary world. And later, her activism for civil rights made her a renowned figure throughout the world, and she became very, very famous. Okay, now I'm just going to start the poem. As you know, the name of the poem is I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. Who has written this one? This poem is written by Maya Angelou. Okay, so let us start first stanza. The first stanza is a free bird leaps on the back of the wing and floats downstream till the current ends and dips his wings in the orange sun rays and dares to climb the sky. Okay, this is the first stanza. And as we start the poem from a free bird leaps up to and dares to climb the sky, we see that in these lines, the poetess, okay, starts the poem talking about the free bird as it starts flying. It jumps from the ground or a tree with the pressure on the back of its wings and then starts floating in the sky with the help of its wings. The free bird floats till the current of its flight can keep it floating, and it emerges then it immerses itself in pleasure in the orange sun rays. Orange sun rays, you know, it is the evening time. Okay, so there is written orange sun rays, and therefore declares its freedom to the sky. The poetess uses the phrase here. A phrase. What is the phrase? Claim the sky. To mean as if, what as if? To mean as if through its flight the bird proclaims its jurisdiction. Okay. Now I'm going to see the next stanza, and the next stanza is, okay, there are many lines in it. See, it starts from here. Okay, but a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. Okay. Through these lines, the poetess wants to say, as against the free bird of the first stanza that claims the sky, the caged bird, okay, you know, caged bird. Have you seen any time any what you say servant? Okay, servant is not fully free. Now they are free. Now servants are free, but in old days. Okay. The caged bird can barely move within the cage and can hardly ever see what lies beyond its cage. This was the condition. And in many countries, the condition is the same as it is written here. Okay. It looks at the world with a kind of fury, as its wings are clipped and feet feet are tied to something that it is not able to take the flight as the free bird does. As it has nothing else to do, therefore the caged bird sings, only sings and sings. Next stanza. In next stanza, the poetess says, the caged bird sing. The caged bird, here it is written sing, but it must be here, the caged bird sings with fearful trail of the things unknown, but longed for still. And his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. Sings of freedom. Through these lines, the poetess wants to say a shrill voice comes out of the tongue of the caged bird to sing, as it sings about the things that it has never seen but aspires to. It sings about the things that it has longed for, wanted to throughout its life. The poetess says that the sound of the bird's song is so shrill that it reaches the hills which are far off, as the caged bird sings about freedom. In next stanza we see, the free bird thinks of another breeze, and the trade winds soft through the shining trees, and the fat worms waiting on a down bright lawn, and he names the sky his own. The poetess says through these lines that, well, what she says, the poetess comes back to the free bird once more and says that as the free bird takes one flight and claims the sky, then it takes another flight with another breeze, and with the breeze it softly flies through the trees, which are making the soft sound because of the breeze. Then as the free bird locates the fat worms in the bright lawn, the bird eats them, and again takes a flight to the sky to claim the sky as his own. And in next stanza, the poetess says, but a caged bird stands on the grave of dreams. His shadow shouts on a nightmare scream. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The poetess says that the caged bird stands waiting in its grave of dreams. Grave of dreams. Think a little. The cage which shatters all its dreams, as it will never be able to fly like the free bird and claim the sky. The shadow that the caged bird sees of itself makes it scream as we do in our nightmares, as life for the caged bird is nothing less than a nightmare, as it realizes, looking at its own shadow, that its wings are clipped and feet are completely tied. So, again, the poetess says that the caged bird has nothing else to do but to sing, and we know what the song is all about gaining freedom and lack of it. So students, in next stanza we will see the caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown, but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. Stanza 6. Stanza 6 is a repetition of stanza 3, and the poet does it to show you, to show the students, to show the people that what type of condition is for the caged bird. So, how many birds are already described here? Two birds, one free bird and one caged bird. So, can you know what is the difference between these two birds? Okay, a free bird flies in any direction that it wants to and climbs the sky. Okay, free bird. And a caged bird is tied within its cage and therefore can only sing. And a caged bird is not free and it can't fly anywhere out of the cage. So the caged bird sings about the things which it aspires to see and experience. Thus the caged bird sings of things unknown to it. It sings about freedom all the time. It sings about freedom. And the shrill note of the caged bird's song seems like the scream of one who sees a nightmare. So you may think about the persons who are living inside the cage, means inside the, what you say, nowadays you can say inside the lockdown condition at your home. How are you feeling? It is a type of caged bird. It is a type of caged bird. You means you can't do freely outside of your house. Outside of your house, yes. And those who are moving all around just like policemen, they are free. They are free. So in nowadays circumstances, you can say that the policemen who are moving all around, they are free bird, but completely they are not free. And you are in the condition of lockdown, so you are caged bird. Okay, according to your will, you can't go out. Okay, you have to do all the things inside your house, inside your home. So you can think about the freedom, but you can't move all around outside. So this poem shows us about the condition of two birds, means or two persons, those who are free and those who are captive, those who are free and those who are in jail, those who are free and those who are slaves. So a caged bird and a free bird, there are two birds. There are two birds about Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou explains about these two birds and says in her autobiography, I know why the caged bird sings. It is a very famous autobiography of Maya Angelou, and it is published already in 1969. And this autobiography brought her to limelight in the literary world, as I explained earlier. So students, I think that you understood the poem and you knew about the poem. If there is left anything, you may ask after completing this one. I completed this one. You may ask the questions and some matters are related to this poem. Thank you very much, and I'm expecting and I'm hoping that you will be fine in your home and in this lockdown condition. Thank you again. Okay.